But you don't, no you don't. You think you know me, but you don't. You think you know me, don't. You think you know me, but you don't. better start. Now I got that other thing down where I know kind of, whoa, that was creepy. I felt so cold, but it was just the pick. I'm gonna probably use the pick and my fingers because it just doesn't seem like one thing does the other. So I'm recording on my new computer with the photo booth app today, and I'm wearing my Alfred Banks. I'm representing one of the greatest rappers from right here in New Orleans, Louisiana. And yeah, he's fantastic friend and comrade and I would say inspiration, definitely. I was gonna say mentor, but I'm thinking more inspiration. There it goes again, bleeding ears. Why do I have bleeding ears? All right, well, I'm glad you asked that because you fucking didn't. But anyway, so I have bleeding ears because I was born with deformed eustachian tubes. So whenever I'm in a plane, they can hurt really bad. When I was a baby, I didn't know and I would scream, but of course, you know. But anyway, when people roll the window up really fast in a car, that can fuck me for a little bit. Anyway, looking at floats going by, like the parades here in New Orleans, because it's Mardi Gras, I have to stand back and brace myself, or else I'll keep going. I get really bad vertigo, and when it's windy, sometimes I get really bad vertigo as well, because of just the way. Okay, so anyway, bleeding. So bleeding. All right, so as when I take a shower, whether I wash my hair or not, water can get in my ears, and I'll try to get most of it out, but there'll be a little bit left, and then that sits in there, and then eventually it'll come out of my pillow, or at some other point where I don't even know it's coming out, and then what happens is inside of my ears gets raw, and then when that happens, they bleed. And I know cortisone works, and so does Vaseline. Doesn't really work, but cortisone works good. But I don't usually put it in all day long because I do use my ears. I'm a musician, and plus, I just don't want to sit here feeling that weird. Like I put it in at night, and I put it in the back of my neck too, the cortisone, because I've also developed a slight case of eczema on the back of my neck. Only because why? Well, I always wear a low button, usually most of the time. But mainly it's because I'm from the desert. I'm from the Arizona desert, and I'm a desert rat, and I've moved to the swampland, so now I'm a mud bug, but I've not even lived here 3 years yet. That won't be till next month in March. First will be 3 years that I've lived here in New Orleans. And it's swampy, and so it's humid, and my body doesn't understand humidity, so it's decided to make this weird rash on the back of my neck that makes it itch. So I've got itchy neck, itchy ears. But what are you gonna do? One of the greatest cities on earth, especially right now during Mardi Gras. It's so exciting. So anyway, so yeah, that's Daemons. I'm still working on it. I actually realized that I'm about ready now to start writing actual lyrics, so I have something to say instead of all these little other things that I'm doing. I mean, I want to do stuff like that with my voice, but not the whole thing. I have something to say about these demons, so I need to speak to them. I also need to break them down. I do have the oldest one, like I said, the one that's around my heart. That's real. I mean, it's real. And then, this is a true story, I guess that's what I'm saying. And then there's the crystalline one that's clear, and his fangs are red. And I said smoke because he's like my drug demon. He's the demon that causes me to be a drug addict, or helped me become a drug addict. And I was trying to think of like crystal meth because that was my favorite drug, and then smoke because I was a big smoker of meth and heroin, and of course originally pot. And so I like smoking my drugs. In other words, I wasn't really a big fan of snorting, and I would never shoot up. That just wasn't going to happen because I could see too many people losing their limbs doing that shit, so I just never did that. I kind of like my veins where they are, and I like my organs to work. But anyway, yeah, so I'm a smoker of drugs, or was years ago. So that's the crystal one. The crystal one is in there. He doesn't bother me anymore. But I want to sing about him. He is there. If you have that addictive gene, because now I'm addicted to other things that are healthier, so that are not that. So yeah, like consistently watching movies over and over, or different one by one. That everything is very I have to have a lot of everything. So I have to watch everything that I do, eating, drinking, whatever. It's an excessive behavior pattern that I have. Everything's in excess. So I have to be very disciplined, and I'm really lucky. I think I was born that way. I think I'm wired that way anyway, but I also had ballet when I was young, and ballet teaches you discipline, so that helped too. So there's that. but yeah, so anyway, yeah, I have things to say about these demons. I want to talk about them. I'm not going to say what they're. I don't want to say their names, but I will say that they. I don't think it's a good idea. Plus, some of them, it's more like the planet Kashyyyk. They're not really. They're sounds. They're not like words. But I'm just going to describe them instead. I think that's best. And yeah. And then I'm talking about. I used to say call my. I don't take Ativan or lorazepam anymore. Actually, I haven't had to take it since I moved here, funny enough, because apparently it's so great here that I don't have that kind of... I have panic and anxiety, but I can handle it now. We're in Arizona. I don't know. Maybe it's because that's a place I always did tons of drugs. I don't know. But anyway, so I also used to take what I used to call it aprazolam, and I found out that it was aprazolam. And I thought, oh, now I have to rework the melody line. Instead of saying aprazolam, take me down or take my hand, it was aprazolam, come take my hand. I'm like, all right, so I had to kind of rework that. So that's why I was doing that over and over, because that used to be something that could quiet the demons. But now I just quiet them with art. Because I don't. I just let them run wild and try to remember that I'm completely protected by many higher powers, my Dharma, my father, and my animals, the dead, the ancestors, and of course something weren't they? Some I'm quite protected with many deities watching over me. Lucifer, Jesus, the Virgin of Guadalupe, Luna. Got a lot of people, things watching over me. So I'm not really worried as much as I used to be about dying in bed when I have anxiety. But I don't like it still. When it happens, it fucking blows. I just had some bad anxiety not too long ago, and it was just... It doesn't come as often anymore, so when it does come, it's like, oh no, this, and you just can't get out of it. But eventually, eating helped. Because I finally made my breakfast, and once I made my breakfast, which usually is eaten around 8:30 at night or 9 o'clock, depending on what we're doing, then my body settled down, and I was okay then. So I think sometimes my body's just like looking for food, because I eat before I go to bed, and then I go to bed, let's say 9:30. Let's say I finish my cheese sandwich at 8:30 or something. And let's say I go to bed at 9:30 a.m. and then I get up around 5:30 to 6 o'clock p.m. So that's all that time with no food. Not that matters, that's fine. But when I get up, I don't eat. I drink water, and then I do my chores, my household chores, take care of my animals outside, my animals inside, throw the garbage, do whatever I have to do. And then, after all that's done, that takes anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour, depending on what I'm doing. I finally am ready to cook, and then I always cook my breakfast. So it's a four-grain hot cereal, different 4 grains that I mix together, along with some texturized vegetable protein, otherwise known as TVP. And I have that every night, or every day except for Sunday. Sunday I just have an Atkins shake. I have a lighter night, but I have that. That's what I live on. So I'll have that, and then my body calms down because it's got something to do. So I think that's what it is. It's just, I know people call it intermittent fasting. I just call it not eating yet. So whatever the fuck. It's not. But anyway, yeah. Speaking of which, it's ice cream night. It's Friday night. Now it's Saturday morning, depending on who you are. For me, until I wake up, it's still Friday night, 2:30, and I better get on the bike because I need to ride a bike. And then I need to get in the shower. So I'm going to go do a workout, watch The Curse. I'm watching this Showtime show called The Curse. It's really good. It's a series. I don't know if it's going to come back. Thank you, Blue. I don't know. But anyway. Yeah. Right. Make sure that she's not. Okay, there. Yeah, see, I had the trusty lyric book, but I didn't write nothing in it. But I think I'm going to bring it over the table because I have a feeling that things are going to pop up into my mind. I'm going to want to write them down, so there's that. Because now I'm really starting to formulate what this is actually about. The original idea was just people think they know me because I'm a public figure. I'm Lori Bravo of Nuclear Death, of course. So people think that they know me through my music, or they've read interviews of which I've done many, and they see me and they think and that's fine. It's true. It's like I'm very open and I'm not hiding anything. So you do kind of know me, yes, but then there's things you don't know about me, and I know you probably know I have demons, because everybody does, but I have demons, real demons that I have to spray away with fucking white vinegar. Yes, that is very Mexican of me, but white vinegar helps. I carry white vinegar in my purse for that very reason. Sometimes if it's just really bad, white vinegar can help kind of. I also have some for the shower. I used to get attacked in the shower. That was one thing. They used to attack me in this shower here. So I started having a spray bottle filled with white vinegar in there just in case I need it. To spray the shower down and then get it, take a shower. I mean, the smell, whatever, it'll go away, but at least I know, Plus, it's cleaning. It's good for cleaning, so, it makes the showers nice. So I don't know, but that works. But I keep pink sea salt on me. I keep that on me in case I need to, because that's a good deterrent. You can blow it at people if they're fucking with you. It's like a curse, sort of. I don't really curse people, but it's sort of like a warning, like, hey, get the fuck away from me. Haven't really needed to use that, but just in case. I mean, I'm not saying like this doesn't take the place of mace or something. I mean, this is just if you feel that there's weird bad juju or weird energy, you don't have to blow it out. I mean, then the person can walk by and you can just blow it and cleanse yourself of whatever stupid shit that they're leaving in their wake and at your wake, and then yeah. And then the white vinegar that's in my purse, I always have. I call it my demon spray, but yeah, that helps a lot. I haven't had to use it in a while, but especially I would never have to use it in this room, because this room is protected by my fucking dad and my grandma. Their ashes are all around me. That's like the song "Ashes" from my album. It is true. They are here. My dad's right there. My grandma's up there. My dad's right there. So I'm surrounded by my people, so I'm safe and sound. And I have Flurry Pete. He's the oldest stuffed animal I have. He's as old as I am. So he's very old. Okay, I don't feel very old, but he's very old. Aren't you? See, he's a little, see, isn't he cute? Look at 57 years young. He's from Germany. And he's just, he used to make noise. You used to be able to hit him. You should be able to squeeze him, and then you still to hit him, it's gone. You don't like that, do you? Okay, sorry. Yeah, Flurry Pete is. And I don't know if you can see him, my British soldier right there, Buckingham Palace. He's really old too, as is the teddy bear. So they're not as old as him, but they're almost as old as he is. The rest of these guys are a lot newer, or they've been given to me. But yeah, I don't know why I'm showing you my stuffed animals, but hey, you know how much I love stuffed animals. What do the antlers say today? Well, they say thank you for listening, and boo, the moon is in Scorpio, which is my ascendant, which makes me have a little sting. Gets a little overly emotional, very magical, sexual, curious, mystery, darkness, occult, introspection. That's Scorpio, and at least for me it is. So and I think that stays through tomorrow. I hope so. Anyway, I'm going to be doing this again tomorrow. I'm going to see it. I kind of like doing it on this better than my phone. It also doesn't kill my phone. I have to fucking plug it back in right away. So there's that. Oh, and I have a mini Santa Muerte in here. This is cool, huh? See her? Yeah. This is the red Santa Muerte, and when she wears the red robe, that's for love. It's for sex. It's for health. I have it for all three, I guess. I mean, I'm sadly not having sex with anyone right now, unless it's myself, but that's all right. But, yeah, health and love. I gave my mom the white one. That's for purity. It's also for health. Yeah, they're all around. I gave my brother a gold one for prosperity and a black one to keep away bad, evil, dark, negative energy. I got a green one. That's for justice, and that's for justice. What's the other thing it's for? Like things that have to do with law and whatnot, and that one's in our front room. And then the what's the others? Is there one more? Why am I thinking there's one more? Oh, and yeah, And then there's the blue one, that's for psychic awareness, psychic abilities, speaking to the dead, and that one would be the blue one that's in my small kitchen or bathroom altar. But then I have the large, and she's seen the big black and gold Santa Muerte, and she is on my table in the kitchen. She's on my work table where I work and I create. And the black Santa Muerte is for, there's things you can do with her. She's to keep away negative energy, bad juju, bad karma, hexes, curses, evil eye, or you can also use her to speak to the dead, which I do it anyway, and I don't need her to help me do it. It happens anyway all the time, but that's okay. And then, but you can also use her if you are a person that's a practitioner of dark and black magic, which I don't participate in because I've learned my lesson too many times, even delving into something like that. For the most part, it's a negative thing. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes you're trying to, like if you're trying to bring someone back from the dead or something, but I'm not a necromancer, so I don't use her for that. And then on the table in there, we also have our rainbow Santa Muerte. She wears a rainbow gown. I like to think of her as a guide into the acceptance and love and appreciation for the LGBTQIA community plus, IA plus community. I think I said it all right. But she's actually also, she's the all of them combined. Like whatever, if you need her for love, if you need her for health, if you can just use the rainbow Santa Muerte and she will help you with all of that. So yeah, it's great. It's just great speaking with death, and she's the living, or whatever, she's the embodiment of death. So, even if you don't believe in her, she believes in you because she's going to bring you back sometime now, isn't she? Into her loving, cold, skeletal bosom. Anyway, yeah. As you know, I've had this big epiphany last year about realizing that I've always worshipped Santa Muerte, and I just didn't know it because I've been obsessed with death my whole life. And I just didn't know. Being a Mexican, I should have known better, but hey, I do now. I needed to find her when she needed to find me, I needed to find her when I found her, which was last year. I mean, I knew her before, but I really, that's when I started praying to her and talking to her and reading about her, buying books about her and getting statues of her. I got a rosary that I pray on to her. There's a Santa Muerte, this author, I think his name is Ronald Bustillo. He has the book of Santa Muerte, and the Santa Muerte devotional book, and you can learn about her. And he wrote a rosary for her, and so I pray the rosary to Santa Muerte. So yeah, it's really well done actually. But I think I'm actually going to write my own off of his, only because I think I'm a good writer, so I feel like I have other things that I say to her, and I have prayers that I've made to her that are mine and mine alone, and I think I'd like to add that at some point soon. In fact, she's gonna definitely pop up in the Ancestors album. The 2 albums I'm making, the new ones, she'll be in the Ancestors one because she's very sacred to me and very, very important to me too. And of course I have my gold Santa Muerte that you saw. I must have showed a picture of it at some point. The gold with the red eyes that I wear in my necklace, which I don't wear gold, but she needed to be gold. So yes, now I've spoke to you about my beliefs of, well, like I said, you don't need to believe in death. Death believes in you. So it's like we all die. So it just makes so much sense. It was like, oh, okay, yeah. And I never thought of Santa Muerte, or I never thought of death as male or as a female either, because everybody's like the grim reaper and whatever. And oh yes, she is very. And that makes sense. She's the bringer of life, and she's the giver and the taker. It makes perfect sense, honestly. From the cradle, what is it? From the cradle to the tomb. Wait, I'm trying to think. From the cradle to the tomb, from the coffin to the womb, cradle to the tomb. I think that's what you say. I don't know. Anyway, something like that. The whole thing is as soon as you are a fertilized egg and you're growing in a body, she's there. As soon as you're alive, you're dying. So It just makes perfect sense. It's the Planet Kashexi all over again. That's the same thing. That whole thing is wrapped around my fear of death. That's what that album is really all about, for the most part. Just, I don't know, my own idea of how I felt at the time. Which is funny because there in that album, if you read the opening in the booklet, I have this creed, and basically it's like nothing happens after you die, because that's how I always believed. That it's just too bad for you. That's why it scared me so much. It was like, I don't want to just not be. But now I realize that no, that's not. First of all, I'm visited constantly. I know I'm haunted. I'm visited by all kinds of spirits. They're spirits I know, so it's like I know for a fact. There's also someone in here recently that's been contacting me, and I don't think it's malevolent, but it's weird, dude. Sometimes it gives me a cold finger. I don't mean this. I mean a cold finger, just that one. At first, it happened first time. My mom's had that before, so we just thought it was something, but then it happened again, and I had the total chills that go up my back. I felt sort of nauseous, and I could just feel like something was watching me. So there's something in here. I hope I didn't bring something back from somewhere, because I've never felt this before, this one. But I think they just wanted me to know that I'm there, so I finally just said, look, I know you're here, you're welcome here, obviously, I hope I'm welcome here, and, because we do live in New Orleans, it's one of the most haunted cities, and we live in Kenner, and outside of New Orleans, but this is one of the most haunted states in the world, so Louisiana is very haunted, so there's all kinds of graves under things that are built, they're all over, the whole world is a graveyard anyway. So, it was just like I could feel things. So there's some new energy, but typically anyway, the spirits speak to me on a regular basis and whatnot. So I know that for a fact. So then that made me think that, well, that's not really true, because, not only am I living on through, my ancestors live on through me, and, and the choices that I make, and then it's the same thing. There's spirits, so obviously. And since my grandmother and my father speak to me almost every fucking day, especially my grandma, because she's very talkative. And so, they're dead. They've been dead. Like, my dad will have been dead. February 15th is his death anniversary this year, and he will have been dead for 17 years. My grandma, longer than that. And I can tell you right now, I speak to him as clear as a bell every day. I don't usually see them, but I can hear them. And so, I definitely know that now. I don't know if I'll be able to. I don't know if I'll haunt people, but I'll definitely be around. So hopefully, people will. Whoever I leave will feel me. Whoever I choose to go visit or whatever will feel me and welcome me, and know that I'm not trying to do anything. I just let you know I'm around or whatever. So that's cool. But this is thing. So I was gonna say this before, but I might as well tell you now. So anyway, Catbull Records, it's official. We are going to be releasing, and what I mean by we is me and my colleague Pan from Active Entropy, and of course Yuko Kuja. He and I are releasing my first official release on on Catbull Records, which is Bare Bones, my album, on CD. We finally found the place. We got the layout. He did the layout for me, and we are good to go for the double CD. So pretty soon I will have copies of my beautiful album, Bare Bones, for y'all to check out. Also, I will be making 2 albums this year. My first album is the heavier album. It's called The Glorious Exorcism of Laura Beth Bravo. And the second one is called Ancestors. And I'm going to be exploring all of my ethnic blood. My African blood, my Mexican blood, my Indian blood, my Middle Eastern blood, and my European blood. All of it. I'm just going to nothing's, because lots of percussion. I've been listening to many hours of especially African drumming. I love drumming, and I love drummers. I love drummers so much. Anyway, yes, I love drummers. So, drums, and lots of different things. I'll be using a lot of different things on the record. I'll either real, not real, surreal, what is it called? Virtual. I have tons. I mean, I have a Mac, so I have like a million, bajillion pretty much perfect virtual instruments to use that sound just as good as a real thing for the most part, since it's not like I can just go find people. And plus, again, I'm doing this on my own. I might get help, like I might have some people guest drumming and maybe some things of that nature, some vocals. I thought that's definitely going to be something, but I don't know. Ancestors, I don't think so. Ancestors, I want it to be all me, because I want to see what comes out of me. I want to see what spirits I can invoke to come out of me to play these pieces that I'm going to create that I have no idea what they sound like, but I can just hear it in my head. It's going to be lots of chanting. I just want to get really visceral and really deep within myself to honor those that run through my blood, and those that have come before me, that have paved the way for me to be here now, being me, in whatever fashion that I can. It's like it's a tip of my hat to all of my family that I don't know, will never know, but that they were there, and they're the reason I'm sitting here talking to you right now in 2024. And then the glorious exorcism of Laura Beth Bravo, well, that's sort of not rocket science. We're going from bare bones to the transformation of the phoenix that I am. And the physical, as you know, my teeny tiny skinny body that I finally have, and my newly formed voice, and everything else that's gone with it. And the more calmer way, I have a calmer approach this year. I'm not stressing myself out. My mom's healthy now, so we're not constantly, it's just not constant doctors and talking to doctors and looking for doctors and hospitals and all this shit. So I will take a breath and work on myself. So anyway, yeah. I better get on that goddamn bike if I expect to have a workout before I fucking go get the shower. Anyway, so that's what's going on, now you know. So yeah, pretty soon we'll be putting up an ad that will show that when the CDs are done and what they look like and what they're going to cost. I don't know yet. I do know this. Do understand that it is a real CD. It's a professionally made CD, and it's a 90 minutes of music, which you should already know if you've ever heard it or listened to it on Bandcamp or whatever. So yeah. It's not going to be like $10 for a double CD, but I don't want to make it really expensive either. I mean, I want to be cool to you all. I have to be able to make a profit, but also be good. You know how I am. I don't overcharge people. And and the person that thought that I did, I told them to go fuck themselves, and then I blocked them because they're a bunch of assholes. After actually thinking that I was overcharging them for a T-shirt, and I was like, you know, I've never overcharged anyone in my life. If anything, I undercharge everything, and I do so many things for free that people can just go fuck themselves if they think that's so. Anyway, that guy sucked anyway. He was douchey. He's ugly too. Not that that matters, but he was an ugly person, inside and out. Anyway, okay, so Antlers say stay evil. Stay evil. And yeah, that's how that's going to go. So, later, motherfuckers. Oh, I didn't shut that off. Oh, how do I turn it off? No.